Hello everybody, how you doing? Good. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome, Pastor David. Good to have you here, sir. Good. I'm excited. If you are here, let me know you are here. Beautiful Maria. This is Love Clinic with Dr. Albert Duali. Let me know you are here if you are here. I'm excited to have you with me today. We are starting a new series, the whole of October. Titi Lokpe from the UK, how you doing? Papa Jide Yekoya, Bukola, happy wedding anniversary. Bless you there, we celebrate you and Lekon. Thank God for your union. Praise God. Hey, PK. I've missed you. PK, I've missed you seriously. Good to have you here. How is the church in Abeokuta? Uzoma, bless you. Joseph, good to have you here. Tell all your people, we are starting immediately. Ayo Davis, good to have you here. It's good to have you here. Oh, my word, it's going to be very beautiful tonight. Yes. Jesse, good to have you here. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Reverend Temilolu Aliu, all the way from Philippines. Thank you. Wow, wow, it's been a while. Oh, my word. Love you people so huge. Happy new month. It's the month of October. Don't forget, after Love Clinic, we're going to have prayer and prophecy for the month of October. We've had testimonies in the last few months that have been amazing. People writing in from hospitals getting healed. So tonight is not going to be an exception. We start for Eastern Time. US and UK will be 4:30, but for Nigeria, that will be 9:30. So it's going to be very powerful. But today, this is Love Clinic. And we're going to be talking about LOVEgevity. That's powerful, the art of making love last, It's going to be very powerful if you want your love to last, or you know somebody that you want their love to last. Get them to come in right now. Get your husband, get your wife, get your engagee, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, all friends. So get everybody. We're starting LOVEgevity, the art of making love last. The question people had asked is, does love last? How do we make love to last? And it's going to be very powerful because today, my brother, Pastor Taiwo Polode, who is with us today. God bless you, man of God. Good to have you here. We're talking about LOVEgevity, the heart of making love last, because it looks like this generation, sorry for my English, some people are already saying that it looks as if love is made in China. It does not last long. Pastor Kenneth Olawale, good to have you here. You're welcome. So they said it looks as if love does not last long. Somebody said, till death do us apart is Old Testament. That this New Testament, it could be till depth do us apart, till babe do us apart, till situations do us apart. So a lot of people are finding it difficult to believe now that love can last forever. My daughter Rosa Kinshiko, good to have you here. I'm so excited to have you here. So today we're talking about LOVEgevity, the art of making love last. The first thing I want you to know is that I believe love can last. I believe so. I believe so because I've been married for 23 years already. Can you imagine, young boy like me? When did we start? Well, I've been married for 23 years already, but My parents have been married for 54 years, and it's a wonderful, wonderful union. So I've seen love last. The Bible says love can last. I believe love can last. 1 Corinthians 13:8. Somebody help me put it there. Gbemi Adebayo, good to see you. Happy wedding anniversary. The wedding anniversary people are here today. Good to have Buki Babajide here, Buki Odukoya here, and Gbemi Adebayo here too. Good to have the two, all of you. Beautiful. So somebody let me type 1 Corinthians 13:8. 1 Corinthians 13:8, Pastor Riches from, it's good to have you here. It's good to have you here. Elder Bo, Reverend Boy Gadeyefa, thank you. So somebody let me type 1 Corinthians 13:8. In fact, let me pin the topic today is LOVEgevity. LOVEgevity. Yeah, LOVEgevity. Okay. So what does longevity mean? You know, just like we have longevity, longevity means that you live long. So longevity also means you make your love last, because your love can last. Your love can last. Your love can last. I want somebody to say, my love will last. My love will last. And you need to know that is the plan and purpose of God, actually. That is what God wants. That's what God wants. Good, good. That's what God wants. God wants, oh, my brother, Yemi from Dubai. Good to have you here. God bless you. Montani Olataiwo from USA. Bibi Shonde, Wally China. Good to have all of you here. So let's start. Longevity. What is longevity? You know, I'm a professor at coining words, okay? There are words you can never find in dictionary. That is me that found them. For example, the word shimari. I was preaching in England and I said, you will not shimari. One Caucasian girl said, pardon? I said, say amen first. I said, you will not shimari, you say pardon. Don't say pardon, say amen, because shimari means you marry wrong, okay? Then the same thing with matrimony, you know, the balance between romance and finance. Then I came up with mathematics, okay? The formula for marrying right. So today we are doing longevity. Longevity is the art of making love last, because I believe love can last. In 1 Corinthians 13:8, so somebody may type 1 Corinthians 13:8. The Bible was talking about love. In verse 8, it gave a caption to round it up. It said, love never fails. This is amplified version. Love never fails, never fades out or becomes obsolete, nor come to an end. Oh my God. It never fails, never fades out, nor becomes obsolete, nor comes to an end. I love the way the Message translation put it. Isaiah Luatobi Loba, God bless him. The Message translation of 1 Corinthians 13:8. Look at what he says. He says, love never dies. I love that. Bishop Paula Denny, good to have you here, sir. He says, love never dies. I love that. Love never dies. So the plan and purpose of God for love is that your love should not die. But most of us know, Pastor Tolupo, good to have you here, man of God. Most of us know that that might not be the experience we have right now. It looks as if love has a small expiry date. If somebody will tell me to actually give my own translation of 1 Corinthians 13:8, I will say love does not have an expiry date. But how come it looks right now as if love has an expiry date? How come it looks as if love does not last? You know, people right now, I mean, when people say now, I'm getting married, the first question you ask, is it to the same person? Because, I mean, things have changed so much times that you see, it was with this person today, with that person tomorrow, with this person another time. Let me shock you. One of the problems we have in love is people we follow. The people that we call influencers. Most of them, their marriage seems to be made in China. It does not last long. Are you getting what I'm saying? Britney Spears was married 7 times. In fact, there was a marriage he had that lasted only 24 hours. Did you hear me say 24 hours? I mean, they were still meant to be the honeymoon. The marriage was over. Can you imagine? One of the Hollywood stars sued a reporter for defamation of character. Said the reporter said she had been married 13 times, and it is a lie. She had only been married 12 times. Ah! Can you imagine that? You see, Elizabeth Taylor is popular for acting a lot of love scenes and love scenario, and a lot of people love Elizabeth Taylor. How many of you lawyer good to have you here? A lot of people love Elizabeth Taylor, but do you know Elizabeth Taylor was married 12 times to 11 different men? Oh yeah, 12 different times to 11 different men. You know, no, sorry, 12 times to 10 different men. There are 2 of them that she married twice. That she married twice. Can you imagine that? So it's become like, well, if this one does not work, that's going to work. But the Bible says love never dies. 1 Corinthians 13:8, love does not have an expiry date. So the thing is, how do we make love last? The plan of God is that your love should last. I saw something I found very interesting in Proverbs 26 verse 21. Proverbs 26:21, the English Revised Version. He said, charcoals is what keeps coals to glow. It is charcoals that make coals to glow. It is woods that make fire to burn. That is to say, you take wood out of fire, it will die. You take charcoal out of coals, it will die. There are things that you need to put into marriage to make it work. If you want your marriage to be like God wants, if you want your marriage to last, then you must make it work. I remember, I love to share the story of the guy that was watching the video of his marriage, but he was watching it in the rewind. Have you seen that before? He was pressing rewind button, watching the video of his wedding. And somebody said, wow, you're watching the video of your wedding in the rewind. Why? He said, look, that's how I love to watch it. I love to see myself remove the ring from my hand. I love to see myself walk back out of the church. I love to see myself enter my car and zoom off. You might watch it in the rewind, but you can't turn back the end of time. Pastor Tolu Lusanya, thank you for joining us tonight. You can't do that. So how do we make love last forever? That's what we're talking today, because your love can last. Pastor Banji, oh my word, I have a lot of men of God here today. So the topic is longevity, the art of making love last, because we live in a generation that makes love look as if it can last. And that's why I tell people, I put my marriage on Facebook and Instagram and social media. I'm not trying to harass anybody, but I'm trying to make you realize that marriage can work. Because we have a lot of people in this generation now that tells me they don't believe that love can last. But I'm telling you, the plan and purpose of God for your love is for your love to last. So one of the problem though is the fact that people don't even know what love is. You see, if you're talking about does love last, does love not last, Bimbola Shego and Maogo to have you here, woman of God. Does love last? Does love not last? The first thing we need to even consider is, what is love? What is love? Because a lot of people don't know what love is. A lot of people say, hey, love is when I'm here, my heart is doing biggie, like railway. That might be heart attack, that might not be love. So people say, what is love? You say, love, you see, they ask a lot of young boys, what does love mean? And the answers they gave, I don't have time to go into that now, but the answers they give is so hilarious. So one of our problems is that we don't even know what love means. You know, the reason is because love, most of the time, Bishop Jude Ujomo, good to have you here, sir. Most of the time, love cannot be explained, it can only be experienced. Can I say that again? Somebody might need to type that for me. Love cannot be explained, it can only be experienced. It cannot be explained, it can only be experienced. It cannot be explained. So you see, to define love is difficult, to define love, because love is not just what you feel. Love is a knowing. What people make us feel love is when I have goosebumps. If you have COVID-19, you have goosebumps now. Goosebumps does not make me that it's love. No, not at all. So we're talking about longevity, the heart of making love last, okay? The science of making love last. So let's talk about what true love is. I'd love to share the story of a young man, the boy that wrote a letter to a girl, you know. The boy said, I'm going to see, I love you so much, I'm going to see you tonight. I can't wait to see you. I'm ready to fight 7 Boko Haram to be with you, to go through 7 Sahara Desert to be with you. I'm ready to go through the fire, go through the sun, go through anything just to spend time with you. Then at the end of the letter, he wrote, I will see you tonight if it does not rain. Oh my God. You are ready to fight the military, you're ready to go through fire, you're ready to go through water, you can't come in the rain. A lot of people, what they think is love is just psyching, it's just packaging. What is real love? I'm going to start by saying, teaching today, the lies of true love. The lies of true love. Is that not a very interesting word? The lies of true love. There are so many lies that people believe where love is concerned. Some of them, they believe it because of what they have experienced. Some of them, they believe it because of what they have heard. Some of them, they believe it because of what other people's experience. I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but they believe it so strongly. So in my years of counseling people where love is concerned, where relationship is concerned, these are the 10 lies I discover people believe. And once you believe a lie, then you cannot have true love. That's the way the problem is. Once you believe a lie, what you believe will determine what you become. Your believing determines what you become. So number 1 lie is that marriage is to be endured, not to be enjoyed. That is a lie. That is a lie. Come on, that is a lie. So number 1, so somebody type for me, lie 1, marriage is to be endured. Lie 1, marriage is to be endured. I don't agree with them. The plan and purpose of God for marriage is that you enjoy it, not endure it. Some people say marriage is like necessary evil. No way. In fact, I've seen people before that say something like marriage is like a bottle of money, that the people that are inside are trying to get out, and people that are outside are trying to get in. That is not my own experience. I'm in for him, you know. So like 1 is marriage is to be endured. I don't believe marriage is to be endured. In fact, I believe marriage is to be enjoyed. Thank you, OX. The plan and purpose of God for marriage is to be enjoyed, not to be endured. Don't listen to that lie, Pastor Tolu, thank you. Don't listen to that lie. That is what they make people believe, that you just endure it. In fact, especially in Africa and Asia, the women teach their daughters that you see, just stay there so that you can have children. That the purpose of marriage is to have children. Excuse me, sir, excuse me, ma. If that is the purpose of marriage, then this generation, you don't need to marry to have children. You can get a sperm donor. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. One young man came to me, he said, sir, I have a problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, the problem is that there is a lady in my workplace. In fact, his boss, a lady, the boss, he's telling in UK, he's telling him, I like you, I like your physique, I like your intelligence, I like your drive. So I'm thinking, please, I need your sperm. It's a new generation. Men of God, Pastor Niyi, Pastor Tolu, we live in a different world now, Pastor Richie. He said, I love you, I love your drive, I love the way you look, I love your intelligence, I love your build. So I want to beg you to give me your sperm. Donate your sperm to me so that I can take it to the clinic. Together we can make a baby. You don't need to be involved in the life of the baby. All I want is your sperm. Can you imagine that? What a generation. So I'm trying to say to you that marriage is not to be endured. Marriage is to be enjoyed. Stop listening to people that say that say, well, it's a necessary evil. Everybody's just enduring it. It's a lie. Marriage is to be enjoyed and enjoyed thoroughly if you know how to do it right. And that's why we're here. The purpose of Love Clinic is to teach how to do it right. Did anybody get that? Okay? Now, lie 2. So lie 1 is our marriage is to be endured. Lie 2 is, if you love me, you will sleep with me. That's also a lie. That young boys use that when they want to sleep with a girl. Young boys say to the girl, well, if you really love me, you sleep with me. No way. Love and sex are different. Love and sex are different. If love is sex, Think like this. If love is sex, then prostitutes are the best lovers. Do you get what I'm saying now? If love is sex, then prostitutes are the best lovers. Love is not sex. Don't fall for that lie that, you know, if you love me, you will sleep with me. It is a lie. Thank you, Pastor Tolu. Thank you, Liz. Oyinks. It's a lie. Love and sex are not the same. You can sleep with somebody you don't love, and you can love somebody and not sleep with them. So number one, marriage is to be enjoyed. Number two, marriage, you know, many a times I wonder how people think. Say, I'm in love with you. We've started the relationship. It's been 3 weeks. I've not slept with you. You don't love me. If you love me, you've allowed me to sleep with you. Wait, bro. Calm down. It takes 9 months for you. Your parents waited 9 months in the womb before you came out. You waited 4 years to get a college university degree. You waited until you have somebody said to a lady and said, I don't know why you're allowing them to deceive you. Prophet George Itaya, good to have you here, sir. He said, I don't know why you're allowing them to deceive you. Why must we wait till we have a wedding certificate before we have sex? Why must we wait? Sex is just a piece of, marriage certificate is just a piece of paper. Have you heard that before? Have you heard people say that to you before? The marriage certificate is just a piece of paper. It does not mean anything. Why should paper determine us having sex, enjoying ourselves? I love to say, if that is true, do you know that driver's license is just a piece of paper? Do you know that visa on a passport is just a piece of paper? Do you even know that your certificate is just a piece of paper? Why must you wait before you employ a doctor? Oh, Theophilus Cornerstone, good to have you here. It's been a while. Do you not wonder why you need to see that piece of paper before you employ a lawyer? You need to see that piece of paper before you get a doctor. Why don't you wait for that piece of paper before you start to sleep with people? The problem is once you start to sleep with somebody, the most important foundation you are meant to lay, you don't lay until you get married. So the second lie is, if you love me, you sleep with me, and we say sleep, being sex and love are not the same. Today we're talking about longevity, the science of making love last, and we're talking about the fact that the reason why some people's love don't even last is because what they call love is not really love. It can be lust, it can be infatuation, but it's not love. And people believe a lie, and whatever you build on a lie will not last. Let me say that again. Somebody might type that for me. Whatever you build on a lie will not last. Whatever you build on a lie will not last. Whatever you build on a lie will not last. Lie 3. This one, it is Hollywood and Nollywood that mess us up. They say true love is love at first sight. Hollywood, Nollywood, Bollywood. Yes. They say true love is love at first sight. So lie 3, let me type it, somebody. Lie 3 is that true love is love at first sight. Have you had that lie before? Yes. When you believe that if you really love somebody, when you see them, your heart will just start to beat biggie, or your body will be shaking. Or in Bollywood film, once you see somebody you love, like you say, this is Pastor Richie's. Oh, love at first sight. It's a lie. That's lie number 3. True love is not love at first sight. In fact, true love is love with foresight. Let me say that again. True love is not love at first sight. True love is love with foresight. True love is love based on me seeing you, understanding you, and seeing the future. So lie 3 is not love at first sight. It is love with foresight. True love is based on experiential knowledge. I don't know if this has happened to you before. You went to a store and you saw a drink, or you saw a cookie, and you love the packaging. Pastor King, good to have you here. You love the packaging. You are very excited. I love this drink. It must be very, very exciting. Then you take the drink because of the packaging, and then you drink it. You want to throw. Have you seen a food before? You know, I travel from country to country, different nations, and people eat all sorts of things. And I try to be adventurous. So I get to some places, they offer me food, and I say, let me taste it. And some food looks good. Oh my God. When you see them, it's like the food that Eve saw in the Garden of Eden. The food looks like, well, this one will make you wise. Once you eat this food, it's the best thing that can ever happen to you. Then I sit down to eat the food, only to discover it tastes like the Last Supper. Pastor Taiwa Kiela, good to have you here. So true love cannot be love at first sight. In Genesis chapter 3 verse 6, that is what finished the human race. Love at first sight. TMS bell. Pastor Timothy is getting married soon. You're hearing the ringing bell. The wedding bell is ringing for Pastor Timothy and Lady Lisa. God bless you both. So love, true love is not love at first sight. Forget Nollywood, forget Bollywood, forget Hollywood. They don't know what they're talking about. All those things they show you in Bollywood that you see, she wants to fall, and the guy pick her, and as the guy pick her, they look at one another's eyes, and bam, pa! The thing catch fire. Hey, that is not so. Somebody told me, he said, hey, I want to marry that girl. I want to marry that girl. I said, why? He said, I must marry her. You know, Reverend, she has hot legs. I say, Shebi, it is hot now. It will soon catch fire. That hot legs will burn you. I don't believe in love at first sight. I believe in love with foresight. Genesis 3:6, see the problem, Amplified Version, see what happened to Eve. The Bible says she saw the tree. It was good, suitable, pleasant for food, and delightful to look at. A tree to be desired to make you wise. So she took it and ate it and died. She didn't even get wise. So not only did she die, she gave it to Adam. Adam ate it and we all died. That is how we all finished. It was love at first sight. Don't be deceived. There is nothing like love at first sight. It's love with foresight. So line number 3 is love at first sight. Line number 4. This one is very popular, especially in Africa and Asia, particularly very popular. Line number 4, somebody let me type life number 4 is in-laws are the major problem in marriage. I've had that over and over. In-laws are the major problem in marriage. In fact, I've seen, good to have you here. I've seen some ladies pray, God, the man I'm going to marry, let the mother be dead. Are you a witch? In fact, that's more than a witch. You know, witches have degree. If you are like that, you are not a witch, you are a winch. A witch is the supervisor of a witch. How can you pray that kind of a prayer? God, the person I'm going to marry, let the mother be dead. Do you know that is a terrible sin? That means when you get married and you have a son, the person that will marry your son to, we start to pray that if they're going to marry your son, you too should be dead. That's lie number 4. That in-laws are the major problem in marriage. No, it's a lie, you know. Bishop Michael Loremu, happy birthday once again, all the way from Washington, D.C. Yeah, in-laws are not the major problem in marriage. In fact, there are 3 things I wrote in my book, I Love My Spouse, But, that everybody needs to take note of. Pastor Solomon Olayiwola, thank you for joining us. Number 1 is that, remember that your folks are also in-laws. So treat your in-laws the way you want people to treat your own folks. So my dad is my dad, but it's also somebody's father-in-law. My mom is my mom, but also somebody's father-in-law. So if you keep on praying and saying, God, let all the in-laws die before we marry them, what of your own family? Number 2, today you have a mother-in-law. Today you have a father-in-law. Tomorrow you will be the father-in-law, you will be the mother-in-law. Has it ever occurred to you that you believe in-laws are the major problem? One day you become in-law. One day. Thank you, Pastor Solomon. I took a session tonight at Global Harvest Church Convention, Harvest Fire 2020, and I've received a lot of word from people saying, let me bless them. I was thinking that I just rushed the message. I didn't have a lot of time, so thank you. So, today, you have a mother-in-law. Tomorrow, you're a mother-in-law. Look at me. Very soon, I'll soon be a father-in-law myself. Can you imagine? So you need to be careful. In-laws cannot be the major problem. In fact, number 3 thing I want you to know is that your spouse, that your only bunny, that your tush baby, that your, what else do you call them? I put something on my WhatsApp. My WhatsApp status is just the best. I just crack people up. I just make people laugh, One of the ones I put there some days ago that got people laughing is the one that says, for some of you that call your spouse baby, they say you should bring them for immunization next week. At least you should take babies for immunization. Is that not so? Okay, so like you call your boo. So that your boo, that your honey bunny, that your lebo. Thank you. Like you get this thing, you have them plenty. That your lebo, that your everything. They came lost band, okay, this one I used to joke with when I'm calling my wife for, I can't remember it now, very funny. So, whatever you call your spouse, that lady came from these same in-laws. So, if no matter how bad they are, they gave you this beautiful, wonderful guy, girl to marry. For their word, Jesus said something very powerful. Jesus said, if you don't love me for what I say, at least respect me for my work's sake. At least respect me for my work's sake. If you don't respect your in-laws for whatever reason, respect them for the work they've done. This your own husband, wife, beautiful, is a product of those people. Line number 5. So lie 5, this one is very interesting. So let me write it, lie 5, true love never fights. It's a big lie. Lie 5, somebody write it for me. True love never fights. Hey, Pastor, Constant K. That's what TJ calls me, Constant K. True love never fights. That's lie 5. Somebody help me type lie 5, true love never fights. So if you're just joining us, we're talking about longevity, the science of making love last. We're talking about the fact that the reason why some people love don't last is that they have believed a lie. And nothing you build on lies last. Let me say that again. Nothing you build on lies last. Nothing you build on lies last. Reverend Bioto, Oluseya, good to have you here. Nothing you build on lies last. So we're talking about the 10 lies. By the way, this is just one chapter in my book, Mathematics. All this thing I'm teaching today is just a chapter in this book, Mathematics. It's on, you can go to my bio and find a way to buy it. It's on Amazon. It's on Okada. What's that one we have in Nigeria where we buy things? It's on Konga. So you go there and you get it. In my bio, you can find a way to buy Mathematics. They add the formula for marrying right. Okay, so true love never fights. Some people believe that if it is true love, we never argue. True love, we never disagree. It's a lie. True love, in fact, if 2 people are always agreeing, only one of them is doing the thinking. Let me say that again. If 2 people are always agreeing, only one of them is doing the thinking. We will not always agree. We will not. But I love to say that maturity, yes, Koga and Emerson, thank you. Maturity is the ability to disagree and yet hold hands. Let me say that again. Maturity is the ability to disagree and yet hold hands. Let me tell you about TJ and I. You know, young pastor got married to this lovely, quiet, gentle lady. If you know TJ, then she does not like to talk. She likes to stay in the background. Does not want anybody to know she's there. Me, I'm a pastor, you know, and I'm a pastor like Pastor Tumishe. We are always talking. And when I want to give an example, sincerely as a pastor, there is no easier example to give like what is happening in your life. So there are things my wife does not believe I should say in the pulpit in those days. Me, I don't even think about it twice. So I'll be preaching. I'll say, for example, I remember yesterday it was something TJ did, and immediately her face will change. And you see, I was so immature, even though her face is changing, I will still be saying like, why did your face change now? You know, so everybody will turn and now look at her. Oh, she gets more embarrassed. And then I will say, oh, I'm in trouble now. This will affect my dinner. And everybody will be looking at her and she gets more embarrassed. But something very funny happened. After a while, I discovered, even if I do that, even if I say things she didn't want me to say reprobate, she will not even react. When you look at her face, you won't see it. It does not mean she's okay, but she has learned the ability to wait until we have the right time to talk about it. Let me tell you, the ultimate of maturity, the ultimate of maturity is to disagree, but yet wait for the perfect time before you talk about it. Sincerely yours. TJ and I can have a problem now and you won't know. In fact, TJ can be mad at me today and I won't know until next week. Not because she was waiting for the right time to be able to tell me. I may have a problem with her now and not bring it up until next week and everything will be fine. You see, this belief that when I'm angry, I can't hold it is a lie, is a lie. If an army general eats your car from behind and you are angry and you come down and he came down in full uniform, your anger will disappear now. One husband told me, I can't control my anger. That is why if my wife offends me, I slap her. It's not me that want to slap her. It's just I can't control it. I say, it's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. If Bashali, the former fighter, box you, you will control your anger. You will control your anger. So, true love fights. But we just don't let the disagreement lead to the dissolving of the relationship. So lie 5, that true love never fights. Lie 6, this is a very interesting one. Lie 6 is true love is for compatibles. Somebody help me write that. Lie 6, true love is for compatibles. That is why a lot of people miss who they could have married. They are waiting for somebody that is perfectly compatible with them. Somebody that smile the way they smile, joke the way they joke, dance the way they dance, watch what they want to watch on television. No, in fact, let me shock you. True love most of the time is with people that are opposite. Yes, most of the time, true love is with people that are opposite. And you see that opposite even have levels. Let me give you an example. When we just got married, it was very funny. When we just got married, TJ, my darling wife, does not like cold area. So if you put on AC, I noticed that from the honeymoon, you know, where we're staying in the honeymoon, I put on AC, she will wait for me to sleep, she will go and off the AC. Me too. I wait for her to sleep, I will stand up and go and put it on. Then she will wait for me to sleep again, then she will stand up and go and off it. She does not like the cold, I like the cold. Then things happen, I don't know what it is. All of a sudden, I stopped liking the cold. She started enjoying the cold. I'm trying to say that things even change. What I used to like, I like no more. What she used to like, she liked no more. So many a times, a good marriage is on how do we move forward despite our differences. It does not mean we won't have differences. Thank you, Miwa Claire. It does not mean we always agree on everything. No way. There will be things we agree on. There will be things we will not agree on. In fact, for TJ and I, we have invariably come to a conclusion that there are some things we have agreed to disagree. Let me say that again. If your love will last, you will have some things that you will agree to disagree. So let me give you an example. When TJ and I are talking, TJ will say something like, well, I want to bring something to your notice. I know you will say, but I'm still saying this is how I feel. And many a times I'm also telling her, look, TJ, this thing, I don't agree, but I know your stand. So I'm trying to say that they're in relationship. In fact, most of the time we are from just opposite places. and we have different beliefs. I was talking the other day about this mentor of mine that is from a very local background, went to marry a Britico, and it became an issue because Britico will be talking to him and says, don't be silly. Hey! My mentor screamed, don't be silly. Amy, don't be silly. Amy, don't be silly. You are abusing me. The lady said, no, I'm not abusing you. I'm just advising you, don't be silly. You abuse me again, don't be silly. My wife is abusing me. My wife is saying, don't be silly. But the woman said, no, you're not getting this right. It's really not an abuse. It's a suggestion. It's an advice. I'm really telling you, do not, don't say it again. Don't say it again. But you see, to a British person, don't be silly is not an abuse. But to an African man, when we were growing up, we have a saying, say, Obu, don't be silly, Silara. That is the height of abuse. Opposites attract. Male and female created in them. God himself initially made us to be attracted to people that are different from us. Don't be silly. Oh my. So, today we are talking again, if you're just joining us, on we're talking about longevity, the science of making love last. The truth of the matter is that God's plan is for love to last. We saw 1 Corinthians 13:8. It said love never dies. I'd love to put that as love does not have an expiry date. I believe love works because I've been married for over 20 years. My parents for over 50 years. I've seen love last. I've seen longer love than that even. When God said, till death do us part, and we make that in a vow, it's not a joke, it's true. Our love is meant to last forever. But I say science to it, because if you don't know what to do, it's going to make your longevity not to work. Just like you have longevity, you aspire to live long. But if you read the Bible tells us things we need to do to make us to live long. It didn't say, though it's the plan of God for us to live long, but it's not automatic we will live long. One of the things the Bible said, for example, is honor your father and your mother. He said that your days might be long and might be well within the land of the living. He's trying to say that your prosperity and your longevity is premised on you honoring your authority, honoring your father, honoring your mother. The same thing with longevity. God wants you to love to last. I want your love to last. You too want your love to last. But this is the situation. The situation is there are things we need to do. And I told you, number one problem we have, and I'm speaking from Mathematics, my book. Pastor Faulkner, Olajimeji, good to have you here. Mathematics, you can buy it on Amazon, you can buy it on Konga. You can go to my bio and order your copy. This is just one chapter out of 10. That the problem is that some of us have believed lies. And I said that anything you build on lies never lasts. Whatever you build on lies don't last. Lies don't last. Lies don't last. So number one, we said, so the number one lie, if you go back, it's been written for you that you're just joining us. Number one lie is that marriage is to be endured, not enjoyed. That is a lie. In fact, God's plan is that you enjoy marriage. Lie two, like we've written, is that if you love me, you will sleep with me. And we discovered that sex and love are two different things. Sex is not love. If sex and love are the same thing, then prostitutes will have been the greatest lovers. Don't let that person deceive you. Number three is true love is love at first sight. That is a lie from Hollywood, Bollywood, and Nollywood. That when you meet the person, your heart will start to beat faster and you have goosebumps all over you. No, that is a lie. Real love is love with inside. To really love somebody, you must have experiential knowledge of them. Lie 4 is that in-laws are the major problem in marriage. And we discover that is not so. Look, I've always said that a good mother and a good woman won't become a terrible mother-in-law. A good father and a good man won't become a terrible father-in-law. No. And if they're that terrible, they will not produce that wonderful child. So don't do that. Don't be like them that pray, God, let my in-laws be dead before I marry them. No, if you pray like that, somebody will pray like that for you when it comes to your son, your daughter. Also, I enjoy a good relationship with my mother-in-law. In fact, my parents and my wife have a superb relationship. Let me tell you something very funny. My mom had 4 boys. So in those days, people used to laugh at her. Oh, you have only boys, you don't have girls. Oh, boys don't take care of their mom in old age. It's only girls. My mom used to laugh at them and say, no, I don't have only boys. I have exchange program. You know what she said? She said, my plan is that these boys, when they grow up, I will use them to exchange for my daughters. And that's why my mom had maintained wonderful relationship with all our daughters-in-law. In fact, right now, if my mom needs something, she will have told my wife before she tells me. Many a times it's TJ that tells me what my parents want. She's not that says, mommy wants to, daddy wants to, and all that and all that. So like 5, he said, true love never fights. No, true love fights. It's just that true love does not fight to scatter. You know, fight to scatter. True love does not fight to scatter. True love fights, but we make sure that the disagreement does not lead to the dissolution of the relationship. Number 6, lie. True love is for compatibles. It's a lie. Most of the time, opposites attract. I love to say good marriage is between a man that says if the light is on, I can't sleep, and a woman that says if the light is off, I can't sleep. A good marriage is between a man that says that TJ and I used to share a big office. Yeah, quite a big office at Ijokodo. So when she comes into the office, she wants to open all the doors, the windows. Me, when I get to the office, I want to close all my windows. You know, so we're different. But you see, it is just that maturity is the ability to disagree and yet all that. Lie 7. True love is hard to find. Help me write this one in capital letter. Lie 7. True love is hard to find. It is a lie. It is a lie that true love is hard to find. Listen to what I'm about to say now. We help you when it comes to love, but we also help you when it comes to life. So somebody, please let me type it in capital letters. Lie 7. True love is hard to find. That is a lie. In fact, there is nothing that is difficult to find. Let me say that again. There is absolutely nothing that is difficult to find. 3 ways to get whatever you want in life. That's why you need to pay close attention to this. Whatever you want in life, 3 ways to get it. Number 1, know what you are looking for. Yes, know what you are looking for. If you don't know what you're looking for, when you find it, you won't know you have found it. Know what you're looking for. If you don't know where you're going, everywhere will look like it. That is why the Bible did not say marry a girl, make her a wife. He said no. He said whosoever findeth a wife, findeth a good thing. So you must know that you're looking for a wife before you even start to look. For this cause shall the man leave his father and his mother and cleave to his wife. So you must know what you're looking for. You are not looking for a babe. You are not looking for a boo. You are looking for a wife. You are looking for a man, not a bobo. Not a bobo with mustache. In fact, beards does not make people a man. If beards make them a man, every goat will be a man because goats have full requirement. Did anybody get what I'm saying? Goats have full requirement. So, know what you're looking for. Number 2, know the right place to look. Not only must you know what you're looking for, know the right place to look. You don't look for books in Mr. Biggs. And you don't look for burger in library. You don't look to buy Mercedes-Benz in Volkswagen showroom. You don't look for a wife in a clubhouse. You don't look for a husband in a Yahoo meeting. All of you looking for, well, my husband will be like Hush Puppy with a touch of Samadeyemi. Na lie. Can I say that again? Na lie. All this Hush Puppy with touch of Samadeyemi will not work. Know the right place to look. Number 3, have the purchasing power. So 3, Pastor Pepe, say me right the other 2. Number 1, know what you're looking for. Number 2, you know the right place to look. Number 3, have the purchasing power. So what I'm saying is that know the right place to look. It's not everywhere you can find what you're looking for. You're looking for a graduate, then you go to school yourself, you work where graduates work. You can't find graduates in Bodija market selling pepper. You need to know what you're looking for. know to where to look and have the purchasing power. What I mean by the purchasing power is that if you want to marry a king, then be a queen. If you want to marry a king, be a queen. Very important. I want a man that is spiritual. I want a man that... Are you spiritual? Like I was saying last week, I've had so many boys say, well, I mean, when I'm going to marry somebody, I want to know what they're bringing to the table. I want to know what they're bringing to the table. And this is a guy that does not even have a table. You don't even have a table. You want them to... Where will they bring it to now? So it's very important for you and I to understand that true love, it is possible. You can find it. If you know what you're looking for, you know what you look, you have the purchasing power. You want to marry a spiritual person, it takes spirituality to marry them. You want to marry somebody, a guy called the guy, so it's kid, a guy called the girl and said, excuse me, I like you. The girl said, do you have a job? Do you have your own house? Do you have money? Do you have a car? The guy said, yes, I have them. The guy said, okay, this is my number, 080. Then the guy said, but hold on, do you have a car? No, now. Do you have a job? No, now. Do you have a house? No, now. So you don't have all that. You're looking for somebody that has all that. No, it does not work like that. Have the purchasing power. Lie 8. I have 2 more. Lie 8. This is very common. A lot of people believe it. They say true love wanes after marriage. That true love wanes after... That before you marry is doing you giri-giri. After marriage, you will just go. I don't agree. I believe love changes in dimension after marriage. Reverend TJ teaches it like this, that love before marriage is a lot of giri-giri. Love after marriage is still love with sense. You don't need to let your love go cold because you are not now married. The truth of the matter is that even for marriages made in heaven, maintenance is on earth. Let me say that again. Even for marriages made in heaven, maintenance is on earth. So even if your marriage is made in heaven, the maintenance is here on earth. Thank you, Miwagulaya. Thank you so much. The maintenance is on earth. So what we need to do is to make sure true love does not wane after marriage. If true love will not wane after marriage, then we need to maintain it. We need to maintain it. Like I told you, I love TJ as much as I love her when we first met, and yet we've been married for 23 years. Yeah, 23 years now. And I still love her. So true love might change in dimension, but it does not wane after marriage. Lie number 9. This one is a very interesting lie. True love is solo. Yes. Lie 9. So on Instagram, lie 8. I'm still waiting for somebody to write lie 8 for me. That true love wins after marriage is a lie. Lie 8, true love wins after marriage. That is not so. Lie 9, true love is solo. Somebody please write that for me. True love is solo. You know, in Nigeria, we call it me and my husband. Me and my husband. We don't care about any other person. No way. There is nothing like me and my husband alone. In theory, it is not practicable. You see, your marriage will involve your pastors, involve your parents, involve your children, involve your friends. But true love is not solo. When you get engaged to somebody and you break him free from all his relationships, it's a stupid thing to do. It's not solo. It's not a mono. No. It's not just between me and him alone. No, true love has other people's involvement. Number 10, like 10, the final one. I can marry anybody and make, true love works on its own. True love does not work on its own. True love is made to work. If you want your love to work, you have to work on it. I want you to hear that. True, like 10, true love works on its own. But true love does not work on its own. If you want it to work, you have to make it work. People normally say the grass is greener on the other side. It's possible that the grass is greener on the other side, but the grass is greener on the other side because the work is more on the other side. The grass you walk on is the grass that looks greener. The grass you walk on is the grass that looks greener. So if you think my marriage is working, it's because I'm working at it. Somebody said, I don't know why my marriage is not working. I told him, because you are not working at it. Every marriage takes work. Look at it this way. I built a house about 12 years ago. We moved into our personal house. And do you know, since then up to now, we will always have one thing or the other to do on the house. Maintenance. So our house is not looking good because we built it solid when we built it. It's looking good because we built it solid when we built it, but it's also looking good because we keep on maintaining it. We keep on maintaining it. So true love takes a level of consistent work. I hope I've been able to bless you today. Longevity, the science of making love last forever. I'm going to continue next week. Please tell your friend, help me share this on your pages, share it with your friends and family. Let them come check this out. It's going to be to bless them. In about 30 minutes time, I'm going to come live. We're going to be having prayers and prophecy. We need to bat this month in prayer. It's a month of irreversibly blessing. In Numbers 23 verse 20, that prophet said, the Lord had blessed and I cannot reverse it. We're going to be praying our blessings irreversible in just about 35 minutes time. So don't go far. Get ready. We're going to be praying. It's prayers and prophecy night for the month of October. Our theme is irreversible blessing. Thank you, Pastor Tawabole, for staying through, Pastor Kwel, Pastor Tolu Lusoya, everybody, Pastor Riches, Janet, Neka, thank you so much. Make sure you help me recommend this page to people and you help me share it. And join me in about 34 minutes time now as we have a prayer meeting. If you are not following John Ayokuna Kintaye on Facebook, please follow him. Himself and his wife, they do a lot of beautiful skits. I still watch one today. Beautiful skits. They do it in English and Yoruba, so everybody can be able to enjoy it. Beautiful skits on marriage. Then you get to learn a lesson from it. So we don't believe the lies in love. We believe love lasts. But for love to last, we don't believe lies. We believe love lasts, but for love to last, we don't believe lies. Let me say that again. We believe love lasts, but for love to last, we don't believe lies. That's why I've exposed to you from my book, Marry Marriage, the almighty formula for marrying right, on 10 lies of true love. It's a chapter in this book. Pick it, read it, and it's going to be a blessing to you. Thank you for coming tonight. Thank you, Temilolu and Leo. I appreciate you, man of God. Congrats once again on the multiple blessings. Thank you, Paul, the Kingdom Ambassador. Thank you, Yemi. Thank you so much, Pastor Paul Adeniyi. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, Pastor Faulkner Oladimeji. Thank you, everybody. It's going to be a wonderful time at prayer meeting in a few minutes' time. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Isaiah Oluwatobiloba, thank you once again. Thank you, everybody. So I need to sign out now. I hope you have been blessed. I hope something I've said had been a blessing to you. So I'll see you in about 32 minutes time on prayer and prophecy. God bless you.